Welcome to Green On Academy, which is the Defense Preparatory Academy established in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. In today's session, we'll be covering an important topic called Lecturate, which is the second confirmatory task in the confirmatory series of the tasks conducted by the GTO in the SSB interview. For effective assimilation and to grasp the content of the subject in right perspective, along with keeping in mind the concentration span of an average candidate appearing for an SSB interview, we have divided the subject in two sessions. In session 1 or the stage 1, we'll be covering how to plan and prepare along with delivery of the lecturate. In the stage 1, we'll be covering the introduction to the subject, how it is being conducted, what is the level of difficulties of the topics allocated, how one should approach for lecturate, and what are the key takeaways or the important highlights. In stage 2, we'll be covering what are the secrets, tips and tricks for the lecturate. In this session, we'll be covering how does the GTO evaluate the candidate's performance during the lecturate, what are the tips and tricks for a successful lecturate, third, what are the secrets for preparing for the lecturate, and what are the important highlights of the session. We'll be covering the stage 1 or the session 1 under the following heads. Let's begin with what is a lecturate. Lecturate, as per the dictionary meaning, means a short lecture. You can also say it's a short talk on a given topic with a little bit of preparation just before the topic is given. Now question arises, why a lecturate in SSB interview and in particular the GTO task? GTO, by means of conducting this lecturate, is able to gauge whether a candidate has an adequate knowledge, and based on his knowledge, can he organize his thoughts in small amount of time with small preparation, along with the confidence and command over the power of expression. Because in defense forces, leader has to be a great orator who can brief his men based on assessing the situation on ground at that point of time, and there might be certain situation wherein he has to motivate them at the time of hardship. Let's understand how the lecturate is being conducted by the GTO in the SSB interview. In this task, candidate gets a list of 4 topics and he has to select one out of these 4 topics and deliver a small talk on the topic in a time frame of 3 minutes. The first candidate, based on the numerological sequence of the chess numbers, is called by the GTO and asked to pick either the topmost card or any card from the bunch of cards available. He is told to go away a little distance away from the group for preparation of the talk or structuring talks or gathering the thoughts for the topic. After getting the cue card containing 4 topics, he gets 3 minutes to select one topic and prepare for the topic. In case the candidate is prepared and ready before 3 minutes, he or she can come back, hand over the cue card to the GTO and deliver his or her talk. As soon as the first candidate is ready to deliver the talk, the second candidate in the numerological sequence of the chess numbers picks the topmost card from the rostrum or from the cards available with the GTO and go for the preparation of his or her talk. Now, the key points would be, just understand how the GTO is briefing you. Has he told you to pick the topmost card, or he has told you to pick any card from the bunch of the cards? You are requested to do as briefed by the GTO and do not try your lady luck to pick any card in between the bunch of cards if not told to do so. Otherwise, it will be taken as disobedience of orders of the GTO. As soon as 2.5 minutes for the first candidate is over, the GTO rings one bell as a warning. By pressing one bell, it's an indication that the candidate must wind up his or her talk in the next 30 seconds. When 3 minutes are over, the GTO rings the bell twice. With this, the first candidate has to sit down with the rest of the group members, and the second candidate will come and hand over the cue card to the GTO and start his or her lecture, and the third candidate will pick the topmost card from the rostrum or the card available with the GTO and proceed for her preparation. In this way, each candidate will get 3 minutes to prepare and 3 minutes to speak on the topic of his or her choice amongst the topics in the cue card. Therefore, if the material is available on all topics, a candidate must select a difficult topic because that will create a good impression. It is pertinent to note that in case a candidate has finished his talk in less than 3 minutes, he can go and sit amongst the group members. Now, let's discuss what are the topics and their difficulty level in the cue cards or the card given by the GTO. In the card, there will be 4 topics and the candidate is at full liberty to choose from any of the topic. Out of the 4 topics, one will be of the low level and one will be of the high level, and the balance 2 will be of the average level. If you can speak on a high level topic, it will be perceived well and good by the GTO. However, if you are not aware of the topic, try not to attempt to speak in an average level topic. However, it is always better to speak sense with value additions on the topic on a low level topic rather than choosing a high level topic and talk rubbish. Therefore, it is advised by us that a candidate should choose the topic based on the knowledge and the content of the topic rather than the difficulty level. However, if there is material and knowledge is available on the topic on a difficult topic, a candidate must go for a high level topic because this will create a good impression. Just to give a brief idea of what are the topics along with their difficulty levels, we have organized high level, average level topics and the low level topics as shown on the screen. Candidates, let's discuss what are the seating arrangements during the lecturate. All the candidates of the group will be made to sit in a semicircular manner or in the straight line arrangement based on a different SSB centers arrangements. However, whatever be the sitting arrangements, they will be sitting in a numerical sequence of the chest numbers from one side to another. GTO generally sits behind the group with the bell, and the rostrum or a lecture stand may or may not be present in the site. Cards are generally placed in the rostrum or the lecture stand, or in some cases it will be with the GTO. Candidates, we would also like you to note that the GTO generally sits behind the group with the reason: first, he will like to evaluate the candidate delivering the talk, and once the candidate and while the candidate is delivering the talk, he will also like to see how he is interacting with the group members. Is he able to influence the group members, or how the other group members are responding once a candidate is delivering his talk, in terms of are they being attentive, are they listening to the candidate's talk, or are they tense waiting for their turn. GTO generally also gives a brief talk to all the group members before the lecture commences. While the first candidate is preparing, the GTO will ask the rest of the group members to briefly introduce themselves in about 10 to 15 seconds. Furthermore, he will also specify what is expected from you while you are introducing yourself in terms of name, place, parents' occupation, school or the education qualification, and the hobbies and the interests. The point to note is try to understand and register the sequence in which the GTO is asking you to introduce yourself. In case if you are not able to register the sequence properly, try to give answer to all his queries in form of the bullet points. Candidates, after understanding what is the lecturate, its essentials, how it is being conducted, what are the 4 topics in the GTO's cue card, what will be the sitting arrangements, and how the GTO will brief the group. Let's come to how to approach selecting a topic and delivery a topic during the lecture task. First, as and when a candidate picks up a card, he goes to one side, slightly away from the group, where he could rehearse his thoughts and plan them into a structured talk. First thing, the candidate should read all the 4 topics carefully twice. Second, in the first 15 to 20 seconds, the candidate should select one topic quickly in order of his preference, with considerations being knowledge about the topic, how confident he is about the content in delivering the topic, and the candidate should not try to overkill the topic. After considering the 3, he should select one topic, and once the topic is selected, he should place the card in his pocket and do not think at all about the other 3 topics. Fourth, after deciding on the topic, he should start gathering random thoughts initially on the topics. He can think of some quotes about the topic, some dates, some events, some facts and figures about the topic. These thoughts are not organized thoughts, however, random thoughts by going back into the memory lane. While attempting to do so, the candidate should remain calm and composed by taking some few deep breaths, and every candidate or every individual has some mechanism to control his emotions. The candidate should not present extra brightness in the eyes if he knows about the topic, or vice versa, he should not present a dull face if he doesn't know about any of the topic. After maintaining your posture with a calm and composite mindset, the candidate should attempt to structure his random thoughts in a sequence. Try to rehearse them in a sequence by dividing your thoughts into 3 or 4 main parts. The parts could be introduction to the topic, in terms of the main body, what are the advantages, disadvantages, the factors leading to the topic, or what could be the causes leading to the topic, or simply the pros and the cons. One should also have a conclusion to the topic or the talk in terms of how it is going to impact, or one can present his opinion based on his personality about the subject or the topic. While structuring your thoughts and considering the age and the experience level of the entries, we generally advise try to remember the first few lines. By remembering the first few lines of the introduction, main body, or the conclusion, it will give you additional confidence while you are delivering the lecturate. Or one can also remember the main paras in form of a bullets or headings and join these main bullets or headings by speaking simple English grammar. The conclusion has to be in form of your views. It is also recommended one must structure the time in a manner that 15 to 20 seconds are first for deciding the topics, next 2 minutes or so are for structuring the thoughts in form of a sequence, in form of subparts of the lecturate, and in the last minute one should rehearse his talk in his mind in the last 1 minute in terms of how he is going to start by adding some few lines, what will be the main body in terms of structuring the main body in terms of pros and cons, and how he is going to conclude in terms of impact of the topic or what are the candidate's opinion about the topic in form of his views. Just to make it more clear, the topic can be divided into three parts: introduction, main body, conclusion, or the impact of the topic. A candidate, based on his personality, based on his fluency of English and the power of expression, can start the topic with a quote or an anecdote. He can start with, "Respected GTO sir and my dear friends, I have selected this topic for my lecturate," and he can begin the topic. In other way, he can simply say, "Respected sir and my dear friends," and he can start with the topic or say simply "Thank you" or "Jai Hind" to conclude his talk. In case of main body, he can bring about what is the essence of the lecture, and he should always divide his content into various sections, which gives a GTO an impression that the candidate is methodical and organized. However, it is advised that the candidate should avoid repetition of the sentences or the words. Every sentence a candidate speaks should bring value addition to the introduction and to the topic. He should always conclude the topic somewhere between the first and the second bell. Further, he should avoid abrupt ending and close the topic in the same manner in which he has built up during the introduction. Candidates, with this, we have come to an end of the stage 1 of the session, wherein we have made an attempt to explain you how to plan, prepare, and deliver the lecturate. In the stage 2 of the lecturate task, we'll be covering the secrets along with tips and the tricks how to deliver a perfect lecture which will make an impact on the GTO during the SSB interview. If you do like our videos, kindly share amongst your friends so that they can also accrue some benefits. And do not forget to subscribe our videos by pressing the bell icon. Candidates, to conclude this session, we wish you a very best of luck for your forthcoming SSB interview. God bless and Godspeed. Jai Hind. Candidates, with this, we come to the conclusion of our session on the common myths which are surrounding with respect to group discussion in the SSB interviews. See you soon with our next session on the YouTube channel of the Greenhorn Academy. We wish all the candidates appearing for the SSB interview